Hello everyone and welcome back to the second part of Fat Bike build. If you guys haven't already seen the first part of this build, I'll have the link above somewhere here to the left or to the right. And sit back and enjoy. And if you like this video, do subscribe and share it with your friends and leave a like and comment down below. Well, after doing all of that work and then later on realizing that I didn't leave the camera on recording. That sucks. So anyways, what you guys missed is that here I bought 203 millimeter rotor for the rears and a 40 tooth rear sprocket disc. It sits on the same hub that the disc sat on. Let me focus in if you can see it or not. Yeah, you can see it there. See the hub? Yeah. So what I did was I used a stone grinder on a dremel or on a drill and grinded down enough so that I could make it. This was a test and trial and error method, so I had to do grind, test, remove. It took a lot of me. I wish I had it on the camera, but somehow I didn't hit the record button. Silly of me. But anyways, I used some washers in between the sprocket and the rear disc. You can see now. I used some washers in between the disc and the sprocket, and it's spaced out fine. And clears the chain pretty well. And I had to grind away. I don't know if this camera will pick it up or not. Yeah, there you can see right there, like the bolt this Allen head bolt, it has the same thing on the other side. So I grinded that down quite a bit, flattened it, and hammered it down here and here as well, made it flat, so it clears the see there, it clears the rotor. Also, I added a spacer, a nut basically in between here and there, so it spaces it enough that the caliper sits perfect. All now I need to do is space the caliper out to clear the chain, because as it's sitting now, the caliper is hitting the chain on the back. It's hitting the chain. What I need to do is stack more of these washers and raise it up, check it. If it's clear enough, we'll move on to the mounting of the engine. Let's see if this will fit now. Get the adapter ports in. I can't wait when this is ready, and since the winter is here, it's gonna be a fun little ride for the desert. will tight this and tight, of course. Just don't want to over tighten and then have to remove it again. Okay. I guess it clears it enough, and it's not really above the rotor, so you can still use the brakes, no problem. I hope so. Tighten this. The good thing about the caliper is that it has a side to side movement, so that helps a lot. If it didn't, I don't know, maybe I might have had to modify the caliper bracket as well. Okay, let's tighten up. See, the thing now is that I don't have extra long bolts, because I think the chain will still hit it, and I don't want to raise it anymore. I guess we'll have to see how much clearance needs to be made, and then we'll go from I'll go from there, and then I'll go from there. But as of now, from the looks of it, it looks like it should be clear enough. Also, this adapter, it has plenty of space for the rotor, so there, I think maybe around 2 mm or so. It isn't touching anywhere. Okay, I'll show you one second. So let's zoom out and spin the wheel. And the brakes work. Yeah, they work. Okay. I'll go and get the chain and see if it needs any more clearance or not. So I put the chain half on, like right about where the caliper starts, just right before it, and I'm gonna spin the wheel and see. I'm gonna spin the wheel and see if it clears it or not. No, hits it. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I guess I will have to put in another washer, and maybe that will help. Probably. I think I'll remove the bracket and check from there and see if I can just grind the bit down, grind the caliper. Maybe that's enough, because it's just sitting barely. It's hitting it. It's not that bad. Yeah, I think maybe grinding it a bit will be enough, but it's going fine. Yeah. It's not hitting it anymore. I guess it's self-clearancing it. Okay, that's good. I'll just get the Dremel and the drill bit and grind it down. It's just light. This is, the stone on this is not really rough. The grit is not that high. It's really fine. This is what I use to grind down the hub on the rim, on the to fit the sprocket and rotor all together. So this should be fine. And then let's check again, mount it back up and see how it goes. Come on. Let's see now if it will clear it or not. Hopefully it does. Guess it requires a bit. It's clear. It's still hitting, but it's not as much as it was before. I'll loop this chain once more and get the scratch mark on the caliper and see where it's hitting now. It's going pretty smooth, not like the first time it was. It's hitting on the high point of the chain, not the low point. But it's not as much as it was before. Maybe I guess I'll have to grind a bit more and it should be fine. You see, this is where it's hitting, the shiny part, that's where it's hitting. Camera doesn't want to focus. Yeah, there it goes. You see the shiny part? Right there. It's hitting there. So just a bit and I'll grind this and then put it all back together, and hopefully this will be the last time I remove it again. And let's grind some more. Small things takes up a lot of time. It's really frustrating at times, but it's fun. It's always fun. Yeah, right there. Also, I need to buy a Dremel. This drill bit is not the right tool to do it, but it does the job. So be it. Also, before you guys think that I'm just wasting the caliper and then I'm gonna eat up through it, I won't, because it's quite thick. There's a lot of material before I go down, and I'm just doing it. I'm just grinding the surface up. It's not that big of a deal. Some more. It's really awkward to hold this and do the grinding at the same time. The cable is not making it easy. Yeah, I guess that should do it. I'll put this back up and get the chain through one more time and see. Hopefully this should be enough. If not, some more. I think this should be enough. I already made it. I made it shallow in there. It should be enough. Okay. One more time. And hopefully this will be the last, because I really want to move any more things. It's just getting really frustrating right now. hitting as much. It is still hitting. I wonder how much though. See, right here the chain is fine. It's not hitting. But this is right there now. Now it's hitting. Let's just pass this through and get another scratch mark and grind that. Okay, I grinded it a bit some more, and I don't remember how many times it has been now that I've removed, grinded, and put it back together. Let's hope that this is the last time I do it. Okay, it's like clear set. If the cycle is chasing on this, that would be easy. Yeah, clears it. Finally. Let's put it again. Perfect. That's good. As you all can see, it's really a tight fit. Everything fits very tight. It's like 2 millimeters, 1 millimeter of space for everything to move around freely. Now the only sprocket that I could get was this sprocket, and this sprocket uses a 415 chain or something like that. And the chain that I got is number 40, and I have to use this chain because the clutch which I got uses for number 40 and number 41 and number 420 chain. So the only thing is that this sprocket is thin for this chain to fit. I hope that's not a big deal. I don't think it should be, as long as the chain is fixed around tight enough. But the side slop wouldn't matter. Now all that is left to do is take the bike to the same fabricator and the engine with me along, so he can fabricate a mount for the engine to sit on. And once that's done, maybe the next thing you'll see is hopefully me fixing the engine and starting it up. I don't know. It depends on how things go. So here is what I made. Made a plate for the frame. This is how it looks. Just a simple plate. So on a piece here, weld it around here, and that's it. Nothing more. And notched a spot around here to clear the sprocket or of this to clear the pedal as well. So it clears plenty clearance there. So now what I'm gonna do is jump onto the engine, assemble the clutch, and assemble the clutch on it, and then fit the engine on the plate. Make holes, drill it, put the chain around.